It's remarkable how much clearer the picture becomes when you shut down the noise machine of panic and anxiety. You know, television, social media, and you allow your mind to breathe the clean air of undirected, unprogrammed thought. Read, write, think, connect. With people, it's refreshing. Here's a thing. This has been a wearisome, arduous, and stressful year. And really, for me and mine, not a lot of it has been because of this plague from which we're all supposed to be cowering. But that's okay. You know, it's more than okay, actually, because we were reminded of a few things that needed to be pushed to the forefront of our collective consciousness. Preeminent is that the baseline of life is suffering, struggle, and chaos. And the fact that we have so successfully managed to assuage the suffering that we spend a tragically significant amount of time raging against largely imaginary or previously overcome suffering through our smartphones from our climate-controlled and fully supplied homes and/or workplaces. And we are so obtuse in our unchallenged lives that we don't even see the goddamned irony in that. In 1895, the baseline of 99.9% of humanity was poverty, hunger, disease, war, and death. That was it. There were so few people on the face of the planet who didn't struggle simply to exist that survival in and of itself was kind of a miracle. Today, if you have a refrigerator and indoor plumbing, you have a higher quality of life than a Rockefeller at the turn of the 20th century. Yeah, quality of life isn't about the number of things you possess. Quality of life is an existence in which you aren't expending every resource available to you simply to survive the day. And in so much, you are able to spend a greater portion of your resources on making yourself something higher than a void in space-time. Maybe you figure out how to make yourself into something that understands and lives up to the responsibility of elevating yourself and those around you. You understand that opportunity for good is everywhere and that opportunity is found in the nihilism of the disavowal of responsibility. Oh, we cry for freedom. But how many of us understand that freedom will never be found in a bottomless pit of collective nothingness? Freedom is found in responsibility. And thank God there are those wise enough to understand this. And you have to reach this plateau on your own. Those that don't want you there have to control you. If you're controllable, you're directable. You see, you're not supposed to think that in spite of all that we're told today, we have a great deal for which to be thankful. Since the year 2000, the global poverty rate has been cut in half. And projections are that by 2031, global absolute poverty will be eliminated. Today, the world is on the precipice of eradicating 5 major global diseases like malaria. Broad access to fresh water is orders of magnitude greater than ever. Today, there is more forestation in the world than 100 years ago, and that includes China and South America. Today, ladies and gentlemen, obesity is more of a global problem than hunger. Today, life expectancy in Africa is on par with Europe in 1952 and climbing. That gap will be closed before you and I shuffle off this mortal coil. Today, there are no wars in the Western Hemisphere for the first time in a long time. This list can go on, but I think you see the pattern. Never, please, never lose sight of the continuous miracle of human capability, because there is no doubt malevolence is out there, and it looks like this. Evil is the force that believes its knowledge is complete and that it can do without the transcendent. And as soon as it makes that claim, it instantly exists in a space that is indistinguishable from hell. Thank you, John Milton. So in spite of all that we're told, I quiet my mind. I try to keep one foot in chaos and one foot in order. I just try to seek balance. I'm thankful for you all, and I am thankful for the continuous awakening and transcendent achievements that suffering and malevolence can spur in humanity. That'll do. Thank you, everybody. Remember, read, write, think, connect. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit, and work on becoming a self-engendering machine of perpetual effectiveness and resolve. Semper Concept, Semper Triad. You know what to do. I hope you'll continue to join me, and just as importantly, share this message and share this podcast. Snap link in, and let's go. I encourage you to subscribe and listen to Here's a Thing on the Podbean app or at here'sathing@podbean.com. You can find Here's a Thing in lots of other places in the podcast universe, but let's keep the home fires burning. You can also find video sessions of the podcast by searching for Here's a Thing podcast where you consume such content. Become a patron and donate to the cause by following the show link to patron.podbean.com/Here's a Thing, by clicking the little $sign or the Become a Patron button on the Here's a Thing episode page of your Podbean app. Whatever you're about to do, get after it 100% or don't bother going through the motions. You owe that to yourself, because integrity matters. Be mindful, be fit, be authentic. It'll pay off.